Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got two relatively new stamping plates from Clear Jelly Stamper that I'm going to be using to create 6 different nail art designs. I've got CjS 139 Wildlife and CjS 140 Human Form, which are both from the Mod Life series, and I'm also going to be using my Bling Cubed Clear Jelly Stamper as well as a few of their stamping polishes. So let's go ahead and get on into the video. This first design is inspired by some stone and concrete statues that I've seen in and around some modern art museums, and I'm starting off with 2 coats of this gray taupe cream polish. I'm going to use CjS 140 Human Form as well as the number 107 Ice Gray stamping polish, and I'm going to first stamp some of these background stamps from the stamping plate. I stamped a different background stamp onto each nail so that I had a little bit of variety. And then I used 001 More Like 1 AM, which is a black stamping polish, to stamp a different line drawing of a face, and again I stamped one face onto each nail. Finally, I finished off with a coat of a fast-drying top coat, and here is the finished design. The second design is pretty similar, except this time I focused more on the hand poses, so I'm starting off with 3 coats of this milky pink cream polish. Then I'm using CjS 140 Human Form, and I'm using a rose gold polish to stamp some of those background stamps again, and just like the last one, I'm stamping one onto each nail. And then I use 001 More Like 1 AM to stamp the hand poses, again one onto each nail. And once again, I finished off with a fast drying top coat, and here is the finished design. For the third design, I decided to switch it up just a little bit, and instead of using the background stamps from the stamping plate, I'm going to be doing a little bit of reverse stamping, and this design was inspired by some of the color blocking paintings that I've seen at some modern art museums. So on my index and thumbnails, I painted it with this medium blue shade, and then on my pinky and ring fingernails, I painted them with 2 coats of a mint green shade, and on my middle nail, which is the accent nail, I painted it with 2 coats of this medium blue shade, and then with CjS 140 human form as well as 001 more like 1 AM, I stamped this large face image. And then I filled in the entire face with the same mint green polish that I used to paint my pinky and ring fingernails. I stamped that onto my middle nail that was painted with that medium blue shade, and then I got rid of all the excess polish. I topped it off with a coat of a fast drying top coat, and here is the finished design. For the next design, I'm going to be combining these 2 new Mod Life stamping plates to create a fun lion themed design, and I'm going to start by applying 2 coats of this white polish to all of my nails. I'm starting off with CjS 140, which is the human form stamping plate, and I'm going to stamp just a few of these background images with a yellow stamping polish and a gold stamping polish. On my middle nail, I stamped 1 yellow and 1 gold, but on my thumb, index, and pinky nails, I just stamped a bunch of these all over my nail. And then with CjS 139 Wildlife stamping plate, as well as 001 more like 1 AM, the black stamping polish, I'm going to stamp the word roar onto my middle nail. And then on my ring fingernail, I'm going to stamp the lion background image from CjS 139 with the gold stamping polish, and then I'll stamp the lion line drawing with a black stamping polish. I finished off this design with a glossy top coat. And here is the finished lion themed design. For the next design with the wildlife stamping plate, I did a couple of fish over a dry brush background, and I'm starting off with 2 coats of this baby blue cream polish as my base. To start off the dry brush, I'm using Clear Jelly Stamper number 85, which is Teal Me Off the Ceiling, and I'm going to wipe off as much polish as I can from the brush using the neck of the bottle. And now with my dry brush, I'm going to wipe off whatever polish is left on the brush diagonally onto my nail. I did the same thing with number 107 Ice Gray, and then one more time with a mint green polish. And because the dry brush technique can get a little bit messy, I just cleaned up any polish that got onto my skin with a brush dipped in some acetone, and then I used that same number 85 Teal Me Off the Ceiling to stamp the background stamps for the fish, and I stamped one on my middle nail and one on my ring fingernail. Then I used number 1 More Like 1 AM, which was that black stamping polish, to stamp the 2 fish line drawings. And again, I finished off this design with one coat of a fast drying top coat. And here is the finished design. And for the sixth and final design of this video, I decided to do a super fun and super simple neon flamingo design. So I'm starting off with 2 coats of this neon pink polish on all of my nails except for my accent nail. And for my nail art accent nail, which is my ring fingernail, I'm starting off with 2 coats of this white polish as my base. Then with CjS 139 stamping plate, I'm going to use a neon pink stamping polish to stamp the background image for the flamingo, and then you guessed it, number 1, more like 1 AM, the black stamping polish to stamp the line image of the flamingo. And I finished off this design with 1 coat of a glossy top coat, and here is the finished flamingo design. So here's one more look at the 6 designs that I created using 2 of the new Mod Life series stamping plates from Clear Jelly Stamper. I think my personal faves are the lion design and the fish design, but I want to know which one is your fave, so leave me a comment down below. But anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this nail art stamping compilation video. And if you're new to my channel, I do swatches, reviews, and nail art tutorials, so be sure to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and if you recreate any of these designs, I would love to see it, so be sure to tag me on Instagram at caramellogram so I can see. And if you want to see some of my other videos, I will leave some links down below, but that's all for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!